Okay, guys, so thank you for joining us this afternoon to talk about oxidative stress and weight loss. My name is Shireen Javayad, for those who don't know me. And this afternoon, before we start, I'll tell you a little bit about Destyne Fit. So the meaning behind the name Destyne Fit is actually we are destined to be healthy and fit. And our clients, they actually learn how to change their lifestyle for a fit and healthy version of themselves. So we help them through their journey to optimum fitness through our fitness challenges. So we usually have a 21-day fitness challenge on a monthly basis. And in this challenge, our coaches, they teach our clients one-on-one on how to upgrade their lifestyle for fit and a healthier body and mind. So aim for this afternoon is to be knowledgeable of the lifestyle factors and oxidative stress. Objectives to be able to define oxidative stress, to be able to identify risk factors of oxidative stress, to be able to state the effects of oxidative stress on the body, and to be able to list the steps to prevent and manage oxidative stress and obesity. Okay, so what is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is an imbalance of the free radicals and antioxidants in our bodies. This can lead to cell and tissue damage. Oxidative stress occurs naturally and plays a role in the aging process. So according to Synergy Worldwide, researchers have found that the main cause of aging is oxidative stress, which is very, very interesting. Oxidative stress can result from both internal and external factors. Internally, our bodies generate energy, and 75% of this energy is in the form of heat calories. This heat causes oxidative stress to degrade the cell membranes of our body tissues. Externally, sunlight, pollution, and even the foods we eat can increase the oxidative stress on our bodies. So we see in our slide that the photo of the normal cell, right? Then you see the photo of the free radicals, and we see that this damages the components of the cell. And we see when there is not a balance with free radicals and antioxidants in our body, it can cause cell death. So the body's cell produce free radicals during our normal metabolic processes. When there's too much of free radicals and less antioxidants in our bodies, this results in oxidative stress. So once there's an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants, this is a cause or result in oxidative stress. And oxidative stress can cause cell death. However, cells also produce antioxidants which neutralizes these free radicals. So in general, the body is able to maintain a balance between antioxidants and free radicals once we are exposed to the right nutrients and the right lifestyle. Hence the reason that, or the importance that we should have a healthy lifestyle. Free radicals are highly reactive and unstable molecules produced in the body naturally as a byproduct of metabolism. And metabolism is oxidation. Our body often produces free radicals in the process of breaking down nutrients to create the energy which allows our bodies to function. Free radicals are also produced by exposure to toxins in the environment, such as tobacco smoke, and ultraviolet light, external substances such as cigarette smoke, pesticides. This can also cause the formation of free radicals in our body. Free radicals have a lifespan of only a fraction of a second. But during that time, this can actually cause damage to our DNA, sometimes resulting in mutations that can lead to cancer in just a fraction of a second. Also, the production of free radicals in a normal metabolic process, such as this, one of the reasons that there's a risk of cancer increasing with age, and even when people have few exposures to cancer-causing substances. So we see that free radicals can put us at risk for cancer. Antioxidants in the food we eat can neutralize these unstable molecules, reducing the risk of the damage. So, guys, I just wanted to understand from this slide that we need antioxidants. We need to feed our body with the right foods in order to get antioxidants in order to combat free radicals. Because free radicals, as we see here, can put us in a lot of trouble. So many of the phytochemicals, which are plant chemicals, in the foods we eat function as antioxidants. So these nutrients found by inhibiting the formation of free radicals, and it may reduce the damage they would cause in the body. This is thought to be at least part of the reason why a diet rich in vegetables and fruits have been linked with lower risk of many diseases. Examples of antioxidants include vitamin E, vitamin A, beta carotene found in berries, in green tea, and in many more. A person's diet is also an important source of antioxidants. Foods such as fruits and vegetables may provide essential antioxidants in the form of vitamins and minerals that the body cannot actually create on its own. So we need to give our bodies the right foods it needs in order to create antioxidants. So examples of fruits and vegetables include berries, cherries, citrus fruits, prunes, dark leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes, olives, fish and nuts, vitamin E, vitamin C, turmeric, green tea, onion and garlic, and cinnamon. So these are some examples where we can get antioxidants from. Several factors contribute to oxidative stress and excess free radical production. Now, these factors include diet. A diet high in sugar, in fat, and in alcohol may also contribute to free radical production. Obesity. Obesity is the result of excessive expansion of body fat due to chronic imbalance between the energy intake and the energy expenditure. Many studies also demonstrate that oxidative stress in fat cells is actually linked to obesity. Lifestyle. An inactive lifestyle is also a risk factor. Environmental factors such as pollution and radiation. So the body's natural immune response can also trigger oxidative stress, but temporarily. This type of oxidative stress causes mild inflammation and goes away after the immune system fights off an infection or it repairs an injury. So once we have an infection or injury, there would be temporary oxidative stress on our bodies, all right? So uncontrolled oxidative stress can accelerate the aging process, and it may contribute to the development of a number of conditions. Oxidation is a normal and necessary process that takes place in your body. So oxidative stress, on the other hand, occurs when there's an imbalance, as we said before, between free radicals and antioxidants. When functioning properly, free radicals can help fight off pathogens, and pathogens actually leads to infections. When there are more free radicals present in our body that cannot be kept in balance by the antioxidants, these free radicals start doing damage to our fatty tissues. It starts doing damage to our DNA and proteins in our bodies. So proteins, lipids, and DNA make up a large part of our body. So that damage can lead to a vast number of disease over a period of time. And includes diabetes. Let me just try to mute people's mic. Inflammatory conditions, high blood pressure, heart diseases, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and cancer. So these are just some of the diseases which can result once we have oxidative stress going on in our bodies. So how can we actually manage and prevent oxidative stress? So it is impossible to completely avoid free radical exposure and oxidative stress. However, there are things you can do to minimize the effects of oxidative stress on your body. The main thing you can do is to increase your levels of antioxidants and decrease the formation of free radicals in your body. So one method of preventing oxidative stress is to ensure that you are obtaining enough antioxidants in your diet. Eating 5 servings per day, that is, of a variety of fruits and vegetables is the best way to provide your body with what it actually needs to produce antioxidants. Other healthy lifestyle choices can also prevent or reduce oxidative stress. Here are some lifestyle choices that will actually help. So a regular moderate exercise routine. This has been associated with higher natural antioxidant levels and decreased damage caused by oxidative stress. Regular exercises has been linked with longer lifespan, fewer effects of aging, and a decreased risk of cancer and other diseases. Decrease your alcohol intake and avoid overeating. Now, I have to smile with that one, but let's carry on. Studies have shown that overeating and constant eating keeps your body in a state of oxidative stress more often than if you eat at appropriately spaced intervals and eat smaller portions or moderate portions. And you will see, I think later on I will speak to how I usually advise our clients to eat, right? Because eating is very, very important. Use caution with chemicals. These include cleaning chemicals, avoiding unnecessary radiation exposure, and being aware of other sources of chemical exposure, such as pesticides used in food or even in gardening. And I must add in here, I know we are in the season for, COVID, the COVID season, and we have to protect ourselves, but we have to be mindful of how much chemicals we expose our body to on a daily basis. I know a lot of times, we want to clean with the Clorox, the bleach, but we have to be very, very careful of how much exposure we actually do that to when we do so, right? Be environmentally conscious. Environmentally friendly initiatives like carpooling may help reduce free radical production for you and on your community. So, example, I work at Beaufort, which is south of the island for those who are in Trinidad. So I'll give you an idea. And my colleague lives in north of the island also, right? So instead of doing two cars, we just use one car and we go to work, right? So guys, if it is that you're working close to a colleague or probably in the same vicinity you all are working, try carpooling if you all are driving. So this can actually help with the environment. Wear sunscreen. Sunscreen prevents ultraviolet light damage to your skin. Get plenty of sleep, and I know a lot of people lack sleep. Ample sleep is very important for maintaining a balance in all of your body system. Your brain function, your hormone productions, your antioxidants and free radical balance, and a host of other things are impacted by our sleep. I know it's easier said than done, people, but let's try our best to at least we should know our bodies. You know, if we can survive on 6 hours of sleep, or some people can actually survive on 4 hours of sleep. You know, we know our bodies, so let's try to get that sleep. And also, let's try to go to bed before 12, as opposed to after 12. Before 12, our cells actually are able to rejuvenate itself, and we need that rest. All right. So how can we help? Making certain lifestyle changes and dietary changes may help reduce oxidative stress. These include maintaining a healthy body weight, regularly exercising, and eating a balanced, healthful diet, which is rich in fruits and vegetables. So we can help you create a healthier lifestyle by exercising from the comfort of our homes. So what we actually offer is a Zoom Pilates session. And this session is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m., Sunday mornings at 10 a.m., right? So Pilates actually combined with a healthy diet, it gives weight loss results. A study done in 2017 observed 37 overweight or obese women ranging from the ages of 30 to 50. And research found that practicing Pilates for 8 weeks was effective for weight loss, for lowering BMI levels, for toning the waist. And a lot of us, we want our waist to tone. That's where we have the problem. And decreasing abdomen and hip circumference. So guys, get on board. If you're not doing any exercise at all, I suggest that you can start with us with the Pilates class. It is very convenient since it's from your home. So while you can't completely avoid exposure to free radicals, you can make healthy lifestyle choices regarding your diet to help keep your body in balance. By keeping a healthy weight, you can reduce the risk of oxidative stress on your body. A person's diet is also an important source of antioxidants. So we can help you create a healthy lifestyle using healthy meal options. And I spoke to you about a 21-day challenge initially when we started, letting you know that this is something we do on a monthly basis. So basically, a 21-day fitness challenge, what it does, it helps you put away unhealthy habits and create healthy ones. 21-day challenge is not, you realize it's not a 21-day weight loss challenge. We have to be realistic. We cannot, some of us want to lose 50 pounds, 40 pounds. We cannot do so in 21 days. But what it helps you does actually is create healthy habits. And healthy habits is something that would stick with you. The benefit of creating healthy habits is weight loss, right? So that's the focus of our 21-day fitness challenge. In that 21-day fitness challenge, it includes a meal plan. It would actually tell you what you're supposed to get in the grocery store, the options of what you should have for lunch, what you can have for healthy snacks. We would also be adding you to a support group. And this support group is very good for motivation. Some of us, that's what we need. We just need motivation. And you will get, of course, one-on-one coaching. So I will share my transformation journey with you. So let me see, that was over probably a year and a half or almost 2 years. I decided that, I needed to lose weight because I came from Trinidad to St. Lucia with a weight of 127 pounds. After 1 year, or not even after, during that year, I went up to 140 pounds. So I needed to lose some weight. And my focus, I must say, initially, it was weight loss. I just wanted to lose weight. I really didn't think about having a healthy lifestyle, like to keep. It was just about weight loss. So I started a 21-day challenge, right? I joined a 21-day challenge, basically. And in 7 days on this 21-day challenge, I lost 5 pounds. So 5 pounds and 2 inches off my waist. So I was excited, like extremely excited, because I realized, you know what? Wow, this thing is working, right? On my day 14, I lost another 5 pounds. My day 21, and that was it. I was 125. So I was elated, guys, because I actually went down, to even how much I started with. So I was 125, my waist was 29 inches, and that was, I couldn't even explain the feelings I had. However, because I told you I started to just lose weight. After the 21-day challenge, guys, I went back to my normal eating habits. And of course, going back to my normal eating habits, I would have, put on some weight again. I didn't go back to 140, guys, but I did put on some weight and I was uncomfortable. I was actually feeling unhealthy. So I decided that, you know what, Shireen, when I went and I did a BMI test, and I was actually overweight for my height. I am 5'1". So, my weight, I should probably maintain the most of between about 130, 135 to push it, but 130. So I needed to go back down, right? And I realized, Shireen, it worked for you the first time, but the problem was your mindset. You did this just to lose weight, and after the weight was gone, you decided to go back to your unhealthy ways. So I realized I needed to change my unhealthy habits. And this is where I started to actually do the 21-day challenge, right? Like offer it to help others. Because I realized a lot of people, what they need is a little motivation. We need somebody to guide us. So I went on the 21-day challenge again. And this was outside of, this was with a group. And I lost the weight, right? I lost the weight, but this time, guess what? I didn't go back because my mindset was different. I realized, Shireen, for you to actually maintain this weight, you have to stick with it. It's consistency is the key. And a lot of times, we fail to realize that our mindset has a lot to do with it because we go on what we call a crash diet or, a diet, and we can't wait to get off the diet to go back to eat something that's unhealthy. But if we tell ourselves that this is a lifestyle change, it's much different. So, example for me, I will not deprive myself of things that, I want to have. Let's say I go somewhere and there's cake and I feel to eat cake, I will have cake, but I will have it in moderation. So if it's a big slice, I will cut it in half. Or I will ask for small size, 1 scoop of ice cream if I want to have ice cream, because I'm not an ice cream fan. But what I'm trying to let you know is everything in moderation, because if we eliminate these things completely from our diet, then certainly we will not stay there. We will want to go back. So the healthy lifestyle is about choosing our foods in moderation, not overeating, right? So I advise my clients to always eat from a saucer or a smaller bowl. So your lunch, do not use a dining plate to have your lunch. Use a smaller bowl, right? And I would explain to you what I actually did. So I used 2 healthy meal replacement shakes. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with Herbalife Nutrition, but Destyne Fit is actually powered by Herbalife Nutrition. So we use the healthy meal replacement shakes. And I would want to, probably educate you a little bit about healthy meal replacement shakes. This is not a protein shake or a smoothie, guys. There's a difference between a smoothie, a protein shake, and a meal replacement shake. In a meal replacement shake, you actually have all the nutrients that is actually needed for a healthy meal, but it's just in a shake format. So I had 2 shakes a day, one for breakfast. So I'm still having, actually, because I remained on it. This is what gave me the results. This is what actually is keeping me with the results, right? So I'm having 1 shake now, guys. Let me see if I can. Yes. So 1 shake for breakfast, 1 shake for dinner, right? I have 2 teas a day. This tea is actually to increase your metabolism and to give you energy. When I tell you energy, energy. So I have that for breakfast along with the shake, and for lunch I have a healthy snack, mid-morning snack and mid-afternoon snack. And remember, I told you guys in one of these slides, it's very important to know when to eat and how much to eat and not overeat. So with our shakes, right? Your shakes will last you for approximately 2.5 hours, maximum 3 hours. Once you see it's between 2.5 to 3 hours, you have your healthy snack. I can give you some examples of healthy snack. Healthy snack can be Greek yogurt. Healthy snack can even be a slice of whole wheat toast with peanut butter. It can be apple and peanut butter. You can also have the Quaker rice cake and peanut butter. You can have a salad. You can have boiled eggs. So a lot of the protein bar. A lot of the times we focus on protein snacks as opposed to counting calorie snacks. So I really don't do calorie countings too much, but I do protein. And what I do also is carb cycling. And carb cycling, for people who are not aware, so I'll use my experience. So I do weight training for 4 days per week, right? Monday to Thursday. So the days I do weight training, I have a high carb diet, a high carb lunch. The days, like let's say Friday, I do abs. So Friday, I will have moderate carbs. On the weekends, well, now I'm doing the Pilates on Sundays, but Saturdays, I try to have low carbs. Low carbs, and low carbs is anything under 100, guys. All right? So when you go to the grocery store, it is very, very important to look at your packaging. Look behind of your packaging, look at how many carbs is in there. Look at how many, if you have protein in there, right? If you're counting calories, look at your calories, all right? We need to look at how much sodium, all of these things we need to pay specific attention to when we are actually in the supermarket. So you pay specific attention to these things. Our healthy lunch, coming back to the slide, our healthy lunch, so I would need you to probably picture this in your mind. Your plate, remember, a smaller size plate half of your plate should be vegetables. A quarter of your plate should be carbohydrate, and a quarter of your plate should be protein. And a lot of times, we in the Caribbean, we like to eat a lot of carbs. So we will have rice, we will have macaroni pie, we will have provision, right. We all of these things on one plate for lunch. Choose one, guys. So if we having provision, have provision. If you having rice, choose brown rice or brown basmati rice or brown jasmine rice. And a lot of times, we think that, it's yucky, right? Yes, it is a quiet taste, I must admit. But what I usually do, and I advise the clients that to do so also, add a vegetable to it. So what I usually do, I cook spinach and I just add in the rice. So I make it like a spinach rice, a brown rice, or okra and do it as an okra rice, or do it as a fried rice. So you make it tasty. You don't eat the brown rice alone. If it is, you cannot stand it, right? So you do things to actually encourage you to eat. So your plate should be with one carbohydrate. And this is what we actually advise our clients, right? Okay, so let me move to the next slide. Okay, so these are some of the products that we actually use for the challenge. I will talk about them individually, but normally it's about 6 items that is a must have to get. The shakes, the tea, the aloe goes with the tea, and I'll explain it a little further. And there's something called cellulose, which we add also, and this is good for water weight, right? So let me talk a little bit about our ideal breakfast. So for breakfast, a lot of us in the Caribbean, we use flour. Flour for breakfast. We eat bake, we eat bread, anything we can get. Majority of the time it's flour, right? So that's why we say swap it for a shake. So instead of having your bread, you have your healthy shake. And the nutritional shake, it has soy protein, guys, and soy protein is actually one of the healthiest protein you can get when you need all your amino acids, right? So it is a plant-based protein. You get 21 essential amino acids, 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and herbs. It is a healthy source of fiber, and for people counting calories, it's 200 calories. For your tea, because I told you tea and shake goes together for breakfast. The tea is a natural energy booster. It is a fat burner. It reduces on your appetite. It is a natural antioxidant, and we just spoke about wanting to put more antioxidants in our body to combat oxidative stress. And it is a natural detoxification. And a lot of times our clients give us reviews with the tea and the aloe, because I will tell you about the aloe in a few. If you don't have a proper bowel movement, let's say daily bowel movement, the tea and the aloe will send you to the washroom on a daily basis. It's not diarrhea, it's just a smooth flow. So you would go to the washroom. And that's why a lot of our clients, they actually like the tea and the aloe, because it actually detoxes them, right? So the aloe supports internal cleansing and your digestive health. So it's excellent for digestive health. It is an anti-inflammatory. It soothes the digestive system. And a lot of people who have acid reflux, if you have the aloe in water, a lot of clients said that they don't need to take anything else again. Once they have a glass of water with aloe in it, it soothes their stomach. So if you have gastric burns, right? So people, the tea, it's a sweetener for the aloe, sorry, the sweetener for your tea. The aloe comes in different flavors such as mandarin, mango, cranberry. So you don't need sugar. Sugar is something that you'll actually cut out of your diet, right? A lot of people, it's a quiet taste initially, I must say, depending on, the tea and your style, your flavor, because there is different flavors in the tea. You have lemon, raspberry, peach, chai. So, you know, it is a little bit of a quiet taste for some people. Some people, as soon as they get it, that's it for them, right? But it's very healthy. So how do you actually make your shake? You use 8 to 10 ounces of cold water. Use 4 ice cubes, 1 scoop of your protein drink mix. And in protein drink mix, there are different flavors. You have vanilla flavor, peanut flavor, chocolate flavor. And 2 scoops of your Formula One, which is the healthy drink mix. There are over 10 flavors in that. And trust me, when you taste the shake, you will not believe it's a shake, people. A lot of times people say it tastes like ice cream. You know, it's because there are different flavors. Cookies and cream, pumpkin spice, cafe latte. You have chocolate, and the list goes on. Like wild berry for people who into berries, pina colada. There is something actually for everybody in there, right? So 2 scoops of that, and you can actually mix it. You can mix the flavors, and you just blend it and you enjoy, and that's your shake. What I like about this shake, guys, is the shake is very convenient for people who are on the go. So for me, right now I'm doing maintenance, right? So maintenance is 1 shake per day. I have my shake for breakfast because I have a fast-paced time in my house. So I make my shake and I drink it on my way to work. So a lot of clients, they said, you know, they don't even feel to eat anything else. And you realize once you have that shake, you're good to go. So the shake is your healthy meal, guys. It's very, very convenient for busy working individuals. And like I advise people, once we do the shake, guys, your shake is breakfast and lunch. So when you go to the supermarket, you eliminate the items you will pick up for breakfast and for dinner because you already purchased shakes. So your shake actually compensates for the money that you would spend in the grocery store. All you have to buy in the grocery store now is your lunch and your snack, right? And a lot of times, you realize for the lunch we need a lot of vegetables. So you know, vegetables is on the cheaper end of the scale. So your groceries, you would realize it will not be more expensive, but it, like for me, it comes up to the same thing. So it's all depends on how you actually shop and what you shop for, right? But on the meal plan, there is a guide as to what to shop for. So as I said before, with the tea, that is the ABCD in your herbal tea concentrates. The A, anti-cancer, because it's a good source of antioxidants. The B, it's a fat burner. The C, it improves your blood circulation. The D, it detoxes your cell. The E, it increases your energy. And your aloe, as I said before, it helps soothe digestion, right? So it is good for digestive health. Cellulose. Now, this is something I cannot do without. Cellulose supports your body's natural detoxification through the kidneys and healthy activity of the urinary tract and healthy elimination of water. So cellulose is excellent for elimination of water weight and bloating. Cellulose, we have clients who just use cellulose. Like they don't want to lose any weight at all. They satisfy with their weight, so they just use cellulose because, you know, they know probably they have a bit of water weight, but their issues bloating. So guys, cellulose is to be taken 3 times per day, after your breakfast, after your lunch, after your dinner. And cellulose is made with corn silk, so everything is natural in there. So that was it actually for the product review of what we actually use in our 21-day challenge. Now I'm going to give you some results, some client results. So guys, consistency is the key. I will show you all the results while I talk, but I just want to let you know that consistency is the key. Once you start it, you would see results within 7 days. you would see results within 7 days, right? A lot of times, a lot of people lose 5 pounds in 7 days. Some people lose 3. Some people may lose 1, but I tell people, our clients, do not be discouraged if you lose 1 pound, because last week you didn't lose 1 pound. Last week you gained 1 pound, right? So small or slow progress is better than no progress at all. Everybody's body is different, but we just need to stick with it and be consistent, right? So this is one of this is this is one of our clients, and she's also a coach now. Talia. Talia was 141 in January, and in August, Talia is 130, and I think it's October. I think the last time we spoke about weight, I think she is 120 something. I cannot be certain of what number it is, but she is in the 120s now, right? So consistency is the key. And these are some of the feedback. So I will just pause on these slides for you to read a little. These are some of the feedback from our fitness challenge clients that we have interacted with so far. So I will give you a minute to read. Now, guys, in our fitness challenge, I always tell people it's 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. Now, that doesn't mean that there's no exercise, because you can start a program and you just do walking, brisk walking, but there would be a point that you need to increase your exercise, because your body will become accustomed to that routine of just brisk walking. So you need to do something to up your exercise, right? So it's 20% exercise, but 80% nutrition. Nutrition is what will actually take you to the next level, right? So we have a testimonial from one of our clients. In August, she started our challenge at 185 pounds. In October, she is 168, and actually she's less than that today. This photo is from this week. Today, when we spoke, she actually lost 20 pounds, and this 168 here was 17 pounds, which she gave me during last week. Today, when she went on the scale, she lost 20 pounds in total. So I would let you hear her testimonial.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Terry. I started my Herbalife weight loss journey on the August.
Okay, just
yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Terry. I started my weight loss journey on the August challenge, and it's 20 pounds so far. Over the last 2 years, it was very difficult for me to stick to a weight loss regime. I was constantly starting and stopping. But this year, I made up my mind that I needed to do something to change that. And it was July this year that I noticed that my mother, Christine, had started to lose weight. So I asked her what she was using, and she was explaining to me how the Herbalife products work. And she made a shake, and I asked her for some of it. And well, from that, there was no going back for me. And that's actually what I love most about the Herbalife products, is that they taste so good. The shakes are so delicious. I feel like I'm having ice cream or a milkshake every time I drink a Herbalife shake. So with that now, I hardly feel any cravings. I hardly feel for any sweet snacks, because these shakes take care of that desire that I would have for a sweet treat. So it's something that I look forward to every time I blend a shake. I look forward to drinking it. Another thing I like about the program is that Shireen is a great motivator. She regularly checks in with us and celebrates with me as if she herself is achieving the results. And it's like having my own cheerleader, and that I really appreciate that. So, my journey thus far has been very fruitful, and I'm definitely looking forward to continued success on the program. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is trying to lose weight. Of course, there would be days where I don't feel to work out at all, but these are the days that I try to push myself even harder because I made the promise and commitment to become the best version of myself. And of course, I need to put in the work to get there. Every day won't be easy, and there will be moments where you'd feel like it's tough or you aren't moving at the pace you would like, but consistency is key. You need to stay the course to achieve results. It is very rewarding to reach a goal and know that you have worked very hard to get there. It also serves as a deterrent for me whenever I'm tempted to return to my old ways of eating too many calories and not working out. When you look back at what you have achieved so far, you won't want to throw away all the progress. So I just want to remind everyone to stay the course, put in the work, and we will achieve our goals. God bless everyone, and thanks for the opportunity. Thanks, Shireen.
Okay, so that is one of our 21-day challenge clients. Thank you very much, Sherry. Much appreciated. So guys, what are you waiting for? Why wait? You can lose weight, look good, feel healthy, decrease your oxidative stress, and kickstart your weight loss journey. So you would realize in that photo, I did not say lose 5 to 10 pounds in 21 days. I said 14 days because you are guaranteed some form of weight loss in 14 days. Some people may lose 7 pounds in 14 days. Some people may just lose 5. However, it is progress, right? So this is your opportunity now to ask me any question you would like to ask, anything you would like to know about. Um, just unmute your mic and you can ask me. You all are crystal clear. Let me see if there's any questions on Facebook Live. No. Mm-mm. So guys, no questions, no comments. Did you enjoy the seminar or the webinar? Was it good? Did you learn anything new? Just give me your feedback. Okay, you all are quiet. All right. So I guess everybody understood. Thank you very much for joining in today, guys. I know our Sunday afternoons is dedicated to family, but you are here with me and I appreciate that. So I consider myself your family. So guys, take care and remember we do this on a weekly basis. So next Sunday we would be, I'm not sure what I'll be dealing with yet, but you would find out. I will leave my number in the chat and you can take it down. It's 724, well, of course it's 758, it's St. Lucia code. 724-8199. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, if you're interested in joining our 21-day challenge, October 21-day challenge. Feel free to reach out to me, guys. And stay tuned for next week. So next week at 6 p.m., we'll be having a next webinar. And I will let you know by Wednesday what's our topic. So guys, have a pleasant afternoon and thank you again for joining in, guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye bye.